win, and I'm gonna make a cannon at home, and he's gonna do something stupid. But this is not gonna happen at the pro level, at the winners match, the GSL Code A. It's just not gonna happen. He doesn't have a core yet. This is just a numbers game. When the I don't even know why he's making a Stargate. He's like gonna harass him. Like, no, just win the game.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different ways he can close this out from here. The Stargate's a little bit less predictable.
I guess that's a good way to put it. But I mean, look at this Stalker is just gonna start denying gas mining.
Oh, careful. Stalker, again, can be just microed endlessly against the Zealot. And I can go up here and start hitting these probes. This sucks for YongHwa. This is, like, painful. This is, like, a nightmare game.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those games, too, that, like, he's chosen to play out.
So he's going to Chrono Boost out an Oracle here. I think under the hopes that he can just get so many probes, such an unbelievable number of probes. Kind of an interesting response, though, from Paralyze to go like this route. I thought he would have just get a bunch of gates since he has a gateway lead.
If he goes like 3 gates, he cannot lose the game. Also, it's funny that he makes the Oracle instead of like a Voidery after he already saw it. There's a cannon in the main base, in the mineral line, plus the Stalkers.
Well,
by the time it
I
gets
guess
there.
he's afraid of the Nexus cannon, excuse me.
I mean, this is just like not going to do any damage.
Paralyze is still in the lead anyways, but it just seems like this is a remarkably technical way to follow this up. But let's see how this plays out. I mean, he gets an Oracle. He will get kills on the workers no matter what. That is an Oracle. That's what it does. Stock. Unless that. Oh, wow, that happened. Well, let me tell you something. I'm still going to stick with my words. You should at least get a kill with an Oracle no matter what.
I'm like, maybe God is real and he's looking out for YongHwa.
Yeah, man, maybe an angel shoved the probe out of the way.
What is happening, man? This is like angels in the outfield that we're watching.
Yeah, man. If you build it, they will come. He's like, build a forge and cannon rush? Are you kidding me? The angels are going to come after that?
George Knox.
Well, I do believe in miracles here. Wow.
哎，我刚才没开麦啊，忘了开麦。
I mean, actually, Tasis, I feel like
忘开麦了。
YongHwa is still
妈的，
slightly
我弄了半天，叫完外卖以后我就忘了开麦了。
我
我真是二。
反
反正刚才永化呢是上来修了一个地堡，结果没有成功啊。然后爆本现在直接是打布林克一波。 直接打布林克一波，然后双方都开了矿。从数量上来讲呢，爆本应该会具有一些小优势，就兵力数量，因为毕竟他前期这个经济是要领先于对手，而且他还多一个先知。先知现在在后面搞不到什么东西，但是在正面其实还是有一些火力输出的。好，过来看一眼。 不能死，这个先知不能死，他主要是确定对手的一个科技，看到对手 VC 和 VR 了。
Look at how many minerals YongHwa lost making stuff that didn't do enough, I would say. Now blink finishes for both players at the same time.
两边 blink 好了，爆本就这么忍了，居然就不压对手修地堡失败了。他怎么会打得这么的保守？
The only thing he's missing is a robotics.
为何打得如此的保守
Oh, he does? Okay.
Wait. Well, Paralyze?
No, YongHwa is missing the robotics.
YongHwa's got a robotics, I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's got an observer out, yeah.
Sorry, oops. So, okay, he's even got that. The only thing he's missing is an Oracle, excuse me.
这样的话等于是放对手发展。其实永化现在农民数量反而是超过了他。我不清楚为什么爆本没有抓住自己的一个科技优势期，完全没打出优势。这样的话等于是对手白白的用了一次放大招的机会，但是没有什么损失。这场比赛要进入到中盘，跟上一场面对 Super 的比赛很相似。 我们是提到过，在这个点位的话呢，你只能是选择出白球和不朽，你不能上来就跳巨像，上来跳巨像非常的危险。
Players do this sometimes, especially Kessel players. They're like, no, wait, I'm ahead, but like I'm just gonna, I could just kill him.
好，先知在找机会切入，没有什么太好的机会，有大炮台，现在他就尽量的拖住对手。 这先知在这个时间点啊，主要起到任务还是侦查。如果能放一下头盔的话，就更好了。
Especially you get to this caliber of play, people don't tend to cannon rush each other. That's why sometimes you can pull a fast one on your opponent,
especially on a map
early
like
on.
You'd never expect that. I think maybe he also thought like he lost more mining time than he did with the probes or something. I don't know.
Because he's tagged the buildings now. just to keep an eye on what the tech tree is.
Yeah,
around there.
It's really hard to actually hide your tech when you get tagged like that.
好，正面还用追猎去先压爆本，但没有占到什么便宜，对手大炮台放出来了。坚持还是在找机会，没有什么好机会。现在永华也是确认了对手科技，对手也是一个 VR VC 的科技。爆本这边弃鱼的比较多，整个经济调配的好像不是很好。好，我有一个不朽，把位置很好的调了一下，这个不朽调的非常好。对手选择撤退，那么立刻追击，能不能点掉一个？好，追击。现在双方都有 blink， 永华也不敢轻举妄动，发现了对手的闪追。好，我有，居然可以在不停顿的情况下对对手释放偷窥，操作相当的出色啊！我们看看刚才这个闪追是这个先知啊是在一直往前飞的情况下对对手释放了这个偷窥。他如果停顿，哪怕在原地停顿0.1秒钟，可能都要被后面追上来的追猎给点掉。
And the Zealot legs here for paralyze.
Wow, he's actually going to start getting kills now. That's so funny. 4 kills. His Oracle has paid off now eventually.
Yeah.
Quite nicely. Some hesitation there on whether or not he should actually go and try to get any more than 4.
从人口上来看，现在永华反而是领先的。攻防大家应该也差不多，都是在升级2攻，差不多。局势很不明朗，谁也不敢先开3矿。永华现在在这个时候钱还领先，人口已经反超了。爆本这场比赛真的是在前期啊打得过于保守，对手在修地堡失败的情况下，他居然是没有能够打出优势，把比赛深深的拖入到了一个中盘。现在局势就很不明朗了，就这种情况，任何事情都可能发生。
I don't know. I'm gonna feel. It's pretty crazy. Like he's actually been able to. I don't want to say he's been able to stabilize. That paralyze has allowed him to stabilize like this.
Well, it's funny because I'm fairly certain that when the cannon rush from YongHwa probably was in his booth going, "Oh God damn it."
Yeah, he's
right,
probably like.
I opened up with that. I played so well in the last series, and now I'm screwed. And then the curious moment happens when. Of all the units, yeah, an Oracle coming in there to hit.
这边永华好像先开3基地，两边都开3基地。爆本是选择把基地开在上方小道附近，永华直接开在正面，看来对自己的正面非常有信心。这个时候永华的白球啊已经有一定数量了，爆本如果想强行前压的话，应该讨不着什么好处，对手人口比他还多。一旦是中一把减速，很可能是会必须要逼得他必须回神，没有回神的话，可能就要全军覆没了。
If paralyze engages into this, this is how he loses the game. I mean, he might still win it, but like he needs to be very careful. It's not like he has a huge.
这时候永华的农民数量还领先于对手。爆本是全力在爆兵，停了农民，中了一把减速。追猎必须要快速调整位置，永华的插卡在后面，追猎没有第一时间调整位置，不朽被对手激活，不朽倒得很快。永华这一波阵型非常的糟糕，闪烁追猎居然没有第一时间去调整阵型。爆本在这一波立刻是打出了优势，而且优势巨大。他现在剩下3个不朽者，打这个残缺能力啊，完爆对手，而且还活了3个白球下来。永华有可能要被一波躺平，4个不朽了，现在又是中了一把减速。好，我现在就哪怕不追你，把这个3基地打掉你也伤。永华刚才真的是太二了，这个阵型调整的非常糟糕，所有的叉都卡在后面，整整将近10秒钟没有输出。关键是这样的话，等于是把自己的不朽顶在前面，自己的不朽一旦被秒掉以后，整个火力啊就输出不够立体。这场比赛打到这个时候已经是悬念不大了，爆本可以说是一波拿下了对手。GG， 这样的话爆本先拿1分。
Paralyze probably feeling primed to get out of this group. YongHwa, I wish we had time to question him after the show and figure out what exactly was the story with that cannon rush, because that seemed like the second. Remember, I thought it was a cannon right below the initial cannon. That was a pylon, which seemed weird.
I mean, it has more hit points, but like he still needed more damage there because the cannon rush is slowed because he sent 3 probes out and the timing was late on the forge for a normal cannon rush. I wonder how YongHwa feels right now, because actually, like, he might be feeling like, wow, like, I can rush and it failed, and I still, like, almost, you know, did okay in that game. Like, what if I just play a normal game? I think I'd probably have a pretty good chance here.
Well, cannon rushes are just, I mean, honestly, a lot of people are like, oh, this is so lame, but really, I mean, occasionally you can.
It's very technical.
Trick your opponent, but that cannon rush, maybe it works better in other starting locations on the map because it just seemed like haphazard there.
Yeah.
It might have been a bit of a gamble. Like maybe he knows he could probably win it if his opponent's at bottom left or bottom right or even top right, but maybe top left is where it's a risk, and he had to try to follow through with it. Anyways, game number 2, Habitation Station.
That's a pretty funny map pick against PvP. I wonder if he knows a really solid way to defend the third base at the gold, or he wants to bait his opponent and take in that gold expansion. He just maybe has a really good understanding of PvP on this map. Because usually the golds don't really come into play on this map in this matchup early on because it's too close to your opponent. PvP armies are so strong, it's hard to get in there and take that base and not get punished for it. But on the other hand, if